Is Anita for AFTV, and I'm joined by Lee. January transfer window, a lot of names have been thrown about. One that's come up quite a bit is Denis Suarez from Barcelona. Do you think we should be signing him? If so, why? If not, and why too?
I think we should sign him. The fact that he got given Xavi's shirt number at Barcelona means he's held in high regard by them when they signed him. And he's technically quality, absolutely class, and he's quick as well. Got an eye for a free kick. And I think he'd light the place up, to be honest with you. I've seen a lot of people getting negative about it, but listen, we ain't got a player that can get down and run at players, and he can do that on the wing or inside. So yeah, I'm happy if we sign him. Obviously it's not done yet, but that's Arsenal for you, isn't it? You know, we long things out, but yeah, I'm happy if we sign him.
Would you be happy with him short term or long term?
Either, to be honest, because listen, our squad's flaky at the best of times, and you know, we've seen the bench a couple of times this season with just reserve team players on there. This guy is playing for Barcelona. Whether he starts every week or not is irrelevant. So, you know, who are we to turn our nose up at a Barcelona player?
Look, if he's available, then we definitely should be bringing him in, because like I said, we could do with something different in midfield. We do need a lot of creativity. At the moment, we got players who, like I said, are holding players, who are good runners. Xhaka's not sort of a creator. He's the sort of player who can spray the pass around. But if, in terms of like creating and helping our back front two, we need Denis Suarez's kind of creativity. However, getting him is going to be difficult because Malcolm's going to leave the club. So are Barcelona going to be prepared to lose two players?
I mean, he hasn't featured much in the first side, only 8 appearances. Is he really the guy Arsenal should be trying to get in the January transfer window?
Well, I think Unai Emery knows his pedigree, because he's knows him from the Spanish game, and then also he had him at Sevilla. So if Unai Emery would have done his homework on the lad, he would look at the way he wants to play, and he'll think that Denis Suarez can fit into his team. And also he's got a situation with one of our players as well. I'm not going to mention his name, we know who he is. He's finding it very difficult to fit him into the side. So maybe, like short term, in terms of us trying to get the top 4, getting some results and trying to create chances other than from the flanks, he's probably going to need Denis Suarez. But, we've got to wait and see. We won't know until an announcement's made.
Yeah, if it's a loan deal and if it's short term, then yeah. Because if you bring, expensive players in at this time, it's always going to have a long-term effect on the club, because it'll affect our summer transactions. And on a loan deal, it's better because then you can trial the player. Trial him and see if he's good enough to fit in at the club, fit in at the system, then you can go and purchase him fully. And the thing is, now we got to look for short-term options, because you don't want to be spending heavily in January. And the problem is with the January window, nobody wants to leave their club at this point in time. That's the biggest struggle. Some people don't understand that. It's not us being tight, it's also we've got also the highest wage bill, one of the highest wage bills. And when it comes to that, you obviously want to find ways to either reduce it or find ways to comply with it, because the FFP, the financial fair play that UEFA set out, could be the reason why we don't qualify next season for any of the European competitions. That's a major fault. And the thing is, Denis Suarez is linked with us. Yes, he's versatile. He can fit into our system. He could fit into our system possibly. The question is, should we be buying him? Don't know. It's at the end of the day, it's a risk. And if you loan players, it's a low cut risk, and that's the thing we need to be making at the end of the day. It's also not just a business decision. It also impacts the club and the squad as well. So yeah.
I think so. I think if Ramsey leaves, we're going to be thin in that department, so I think he's going to be a good player for Arsenal.
But Ramsey's not supposed to go until the end of the season. Should Arsenal really be going for someone in this January transfer window?
Yes, I would say yes. If we can get Suarez, I think it's going to be a good time for him to come in and get some playing time with the players. If Ramsey leaves in the summer, then Suarez has had some couple of months with the team, and it's going to be good.
I mean, yeah, I feel like he can be a good replacement for Aaron Ramsey. Since we all know, that's it, Ramsey's leaving he's on his way to Juventus and all, and God knows what's going on with Ozil. So, I feel like Denis Suarez would be a good replacement for Ramsey. But then, should Ozil continue not playing, and Emery shutting him off, then yeah, he would be that little creative spark that we need in the team. And plus, we need something fresh as well. Clearly, we're not doing too well. So, any new signings would be good signings for me.
Trues, yeah. January transfer window.
What January transfer window?
Is that how you feel?
Yeah, we ain't doing that, and you get me. Situation at the club, it is what it is.
Well, we've been hearing Denis Suarez been thrown about a bit. Obviously, Emery knows him from his time in Spain. Is he someone that we should be bringing over to Arsenal?
If we're getting rid of Ramsey, then we need to bring something in. You understand? I'm more concerned with getting this Ozil situation sorted. You get me? It's either he plays or we sell him. That's you know. You see what I'm saying? This is why I didn't want to do it, blood. You understand? woman's coming here hella ill, bruv. Trying to kill my vibe, fam. You understand? Like, but yeah.
Okay, so a lot of people have been excited about the prospect of Denis Suarez coming, though. You know, he is a Barcelona player, hasn't featured much, but everyone thinks he'd be great in the central midfield. And you mentioned Ramsey's going. Should we be trying to get someone in this January window or focusing on it later on in the season?
Now we need to get someone in, you understand? Because obviously we're still missing Welbeck as well. So we need to get something in. We're short on numbers, you get me? But will Suarez come? I don't know. Will I take him? Yeah, I will, you understand? Because he's a good player. Obviously, that he won't get into the Barca team, but there's men in that team that are dangerous in it, you understand? Alexis Dogshagger Sanchez couldn't get into the thing, and he came here and done bits, you get me? So it's not a thing where he can't get to the Barca team, we're getting leftovers. A lot of men couldn't get into that team, and have gone on to do bits, you get me? But I don't know, man.